Hi, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite words, organic. Now, a lot of times we're using this word to refer to different foods that are natural. So it's similar to that in that our lines are going to be natural. So here's my word, organic. So an organic line is going to be the opposite of when you take a ruler and draw a perfect line. An organic line is gonna have a little bit of personality to it. So an organic line could be crazy. And when I draw an organic line, a lot of times I hold on to the end of my pencil or my chalk, and it's just going to kind of twist, and it's gonna have a real unexpected kind of ebb and flow and twists and turns. So I'm going to switch to a black oil pastel now, and I'm just gonna draw a really simple branch, but it's one of my favorite examples of organic. So things in nature are organic. They're not gonna have perfect lines like I took a ruler. There's not gonna be perfect squares or octagons, things that are man-made. I'm just gonna hang on to the edge of my oil pastel, and I just love the way when I turn it like this, it becomes very unexpectedly organic. So I'm just gonna curve up. So there's the beginning of my line, and I probably should have just continued on because this is the rest of my branch here. And then this was going to be another branch. And this is kind of continued from a tree video. But if you just you kind of extend this line and then do a V. It's a really easy way to create little branches and twigs. So I'm gonna start back up here. I'm gonna create the other half of my branch. It's gonna get a little bit smaller as I go. And I wanna fit most of it in here. So I'm going to make this branch out into some smaller branches. So I did a Y, and then I'm going to do a V. I'm gonna extend, and I want this to really get down to some real small twigs. But do you see the way I'm just letting it have its own personality, letting it be really natural? And that lends itself to being, look like it's in nature. So I'm gonna do another branch over here. And I'm just going to let it have its personality. I'm gonna divide it out right here, and then come back in with a little V, and then extend, little V. I'm just making sure this is not perfect. I don't want this to be very straight at all. I want it to look very wrinkled, very bumpy, because that makes it look more and more realistic when it has that personality of its own. Okay, so I have some twigs. I'm gonna add some branches. Some leaves. I'm gonna go back in and add this. That's kind of where those are coming out of. I'm gonna add a few pieces of bark, perhaps. This is kind of like an old knotty magnolia, or I love cottonwoods. Could be something like that. And then I'm gonna add some big leaves. And I'm gonna keep the leaves really organic too. I wanna draw really big leaves. So I don't want it to be a perfect circle. I just want it to be a big, beautiful shape that has unexpected twists and turns to it. I'm gonna do a little overlapping so I can make my leaves even bigger. I could have another little twig coming out here with a couple of leaves. This one maybe will go off the page a little bit. Okay, and then I'll do a few more here. And these are just gonna look like they're kind of flapping in the breeze. And I'm just gonna finish this one out. This could be done in crayon. You could do this with a Sharpie. You could do it with markers, anything you have at home. I love the oil pastel just because it's so dark and it's so waxy, oily, that it really just flows. And it gives me a lot of chance to let it do its own thing and have it look natural, organic, unexpected. So if I wanted to, I could divide these leaves up the way some leaves have that vein going through them. Just continuing to keep it unexpected. I don't want a perfect straight line. Some people say I can't even draw a straight line with a ruler. That doesn't matter. We don't want straight lines. We want organic, beautiful lines. So if you wanted to, you could draw a crazy horizon line, or you could draw more leaves in the background. You can color this however you want. I just want to go back to this example really fast. This example was done with bleeding tissue paper, but you'll see the background is just totally unexpected, and that could be the sky or maybe it's background leaves, but the sky can be any color you want because you see every single color in the sky. It does not need to be blue. So if you want to have a lot of fun and still be organic, you can make your sky pink, orange, or yellow. So have a lot of fun doing this organic project, and I'd love to see your drawings.